Welcome to The Art of Living. Today we're with Ophelia Rodriguez, and Ophelia works with our Hospice Savannah Foundation as an annual giving specialist. Thanks, Ophelia. You're here today to talk about one of our fundraisers for the foundation, and it's called Summer Nights. Tell us a little bit about that.
Summer Nights is one of our major fundraisers. It's going into its 8th year. It initially started with the idea from Jamie Espina, who is the vice president of the foundation right now. There's an organization down in Tampa that he was a part of, and they used to do a fundraiser very similar to this. So we adopted the idea, and of course we changed it to kind of basically fit our needs. And what it is we solicit our board members, our staff, and the families of patients that we've cared for and other supporters in our community to host a party on our behalf. And all of the funds that are raised from the parties help to support our non-funded programs, such as our Pet Peace of Mind, Veterans, Camp Aloha, and all of those programs.
So Hospice Savannah's birthday is actually in June. We were started in June in 1979. So the idea originally was that Summer Nights would be in June, but do parties have to be in June?
No, initially when it started, it was Summer Night, not plural. And it was so difficult to get people to commit on the same night every year to host several parties throughout the city. So we incorporated Summer Nights, and this allows the party hosts much flexibility to host a party that's more convenient for them. So it can be any night of the summer month. It can be in June or July, and we've even had some to extend in the month of August. Right. But it's really for the convenience of the party host.
And give us an idea. I think a lot of people get intimidated. They think this means a fancy dinner party.
Absolutely. It should really be fun, and it's whatever your comfort level is as a party host. It can be a bingo game, it could be a picnic, it could be a family reunion, anything that you enjoy doing with your loved ones or a group of friends.
Tell us one of your favorite parties that you've attended, because as an employee of the foundation, a lot of times you will go and you'll help the host at the party if they want that. So tell us some of the parties that you've attended that you've particularly enjoyed.
Well, I don't want to sound biased, but one of my favorite parties was my very own summer night party.
What did you do?
I had it at a local winery here.
All right, Ophelia.
And of course invited family and friends. The owner of the winery, we did a wine tasting. We had 10 wine tastings and 10 samples of wine tasting. We had a picnic on their property, and I just absolutely loved it. And one of our staff members had a rum tasting party, and they had like maybe 6 or 7 different types of rum. And then also there was a food truck. And so she has desserts, and we did that here at the Demery Center on last year. And so she had different types of desserts, but it was really neat and different.
So that sounds good. So really it can be anything. And the other thing that I think we should explain is that Ophelia, through the foundation, will mail out invitations to the guests.
Absolutely.
We have beautifully printed invitations, and we really try and make it as easy as possible for the host, right?
Very easy, and it certainly takes the onus off the host having to ask their family and friends for a donation. So that piece of the party solely lies on the foundation, and we're glad to do that.
So how does it actually make money? There's a donation card inside the invitation.
What happens is when the host agrees to have a party, I'll meet with the host and we will give them a bundle of invitations. And one or two things can happen. The host can send out their invitations, or the foundation, we will gladly handwrite invitations and mail them out, because we want the invitation to have a very authentic and natural look. Not to look like a business envelope, but to look like a private invitation, of which it really is, because it's coming from the host. And so what happens is the host will give us a list of their invites. We will address the envelopes and the invitations, and we'll mail them out. And inside of the invitation, there's a donation card with a return envelope. And
to Hospice Savannah.
To Hospice Savannah. And so that piece takes the onus off of the host, and the donation comes directly to the foundation.
Yeah, that's nice. They don't have to ask
Absolutely.
for a donation.
Absolutely. They just show up at the party and have a great time.
Great. Let's talk about one very special party. I don't like to single things out, but we do want the community to know that there's actually a community party that happens in Habersham Village, and I believe it's on Saturday, June 9th. You want to talk about that?
It's one of our valued volunteers, Faye Allen. She's with a group called Midtown Pickers, and it's a group of musicians. And this is their third year hosting a community summer nights party. And it's in Habersham Village at Bar Food, June 9th, and it starts at 7. All types of music, probably about 20 to 30 musicians will get up and play in 2 different areas, at Bar Food and in Coffee Deli. We have a silent auction, we have door prizes, we have a 50-50 cash raffle, and if you're not busy, please come out because it really is a fun time. And it's supporting a wonderful organization.
Yeah, so that's the fun party that anyone can go to.
Absolutely.
And then if you are interested in hosting, Ophelia is here to help. And we actually have a kickoff event where Ophelia can meet with you and tell you a little bit more, pass out invitations. When is that?
That's going to be May 23rd at Hospice House at 1352 Eisenhower Drive, and it starts at 6 p.m.
And that's a wine and cheese typically.
Yes, it is.
So a little wine and cheese meeting to get you in the mood for hosting a party. This is Savannah after all. We know that you're going to have a party anyway.
Absolutely.
So have a party to support Hospice Savannah. Thank you, Ophelia.
Thank you.